Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another meal prep video. So I am prepping for my first week on Whole30. I'm going to be splitting this video up into two different parts, mainly because I want it to not be so long for one thing, and also I want to do a separate video with just the condiments and the spice blends. That way people are looking for just that type of thing, then they can find it a lot easier than having to go through a whole video. The other part of the video is going to be this first part that you're going to see, and that's going to be what I'm having for lunch this week, and also just some meal components to make it easier for me to throw breakfast together and that kind of thing. For those of you who are new, I do work outside the home. I don't work close enough to home to be able to come home for lunch. So I do have to bring everything with me, sometimes breakfast, depending on what time I am getting ready in the morning. But for sure I have to take my lunch and any snacks that I have. So that is why meal prepping is very important for me. Let's get into the meal prep video. So meal prep is all done, so let's look at what I made. So for snacks this week, I will be having some fruit, carrots with guacamole, and then some hard-boiled eggs. So to make the eggs, I use my pressure cooker. I use the 5-5-5 method. I cook them for 5 minutes on the steam setting, and then I let them natural release for 5 minutes, and then I do 5 minutes in an ice bath, and then I peel them and just have them all ready to go. I also always have chopped up green onions in my refrigerator. I like to throw them in salads or in my eggs for breakfast. I roasted up some sweet potatoes, red potatoes, and Yukon Gold potatoes. So normally I like to make my roasted potatoes in the air fryer, but since I'm making so many, I am roasting them in the oven. I can use these for breakfast, lunches, or just sides for dinners. I like to soak them in water. It helps release some of the starch and they get a bit crispier. I only do this when I cook them in the oven, not when I cook them in the air fryer. So I sprinkled some avocado oil on them and then seasoned them with some dried chives, onion salt, and some garlic powder. I roasted them in a 425-degree oven for about 45 minutes and I turned them halfway through. I also cut up a zucchini and shaved some Brussels sprouts. These are great to have on hand to scramble up with some eggs, use them for omelets or just in breakfast bowls, or also you can cook them up for a quick side dish with dinners. I also like to throw them in salads. I really like to have raw zucchini and I love it in salads. I made some chicken breakfast sausage and cooked up some chicken sausages in the air fryer. Both of these are going to be great for breakfast or lunches. So to make the breakfast sausage, I combined ground chicken, 2 teaspoons of poultry seasoning, a half of a teaspoon of sea salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, an 1/8 of a teaspoon of allspice, a half a teaspoon of fennel seeds, an 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, an 1/8 of a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. And then I went ahead and formed them into patties, and you can either fry them in a pan or bake them in the oven like I did. I baked them for 25 minutes in a 375-degree oven. As far as the chicken sausages, I cooked them in the air fryer at 400 degrees for 8 minutes. I also grilled up some chicken tenders that I can use for salads or just a quick dinner if I am running late after work. So I grilled them in the air fryer for 10 minutes at 400 degrees. I blanched some broccoli and green beans to go with my lunches. To also go with my lunches, I made a batch of cauliflower potato mash. So to make that, I cooked the potatoes in my pressure cooker on high for 10 minutes. While they were cooking, I steamed some rice cauliflower and then also squeezed that moisture out of the cauliflower. You always want to make sure you really squeeze the cauliflower to get all the moisture and water out of it from steaming it. And this will help the mashed potato cauliflower mixture to be really thick and not so watery. In a bowl, I mixed together the potatoes and the rice cauliflower and added to that 1 tablespoon of ghee and then some unsweetened cashew milk, and I just smashed it all together. I like my mashed potatoes to be just a little bit chunky, so I did leave some potato chunks in there. One of my lunches this week, I'm going to have chicken paprika meatballs. So in a bowl, combine onion, red pepper, spinach, dried chives, and minced garlic. And to that, I'm adding in some ground chicken, and I'm adding in 1 tablespoon of paprika, some salt and pepper. And then I'm going to drizzle that mixture with 1 tablespoon of avocado oil. And then I'm just going to mix that all together and form them into meatballs. And then I'm going to cook these in a 425-degree oven for about 30 minutes. I will be combining these with the mashed potatoes and some vegetables. The other lunch I'm going to have this week is going to be a shepherd's pie bowl. So you want to melt 1 tablespoon of ghee in a skillet over medium heat. Add in 1 cup of diced carrots, 1 cup of diced onion, and 1/2 cup of diced celery. And you want to cook and stir this for about 5 minutes until the veggies begin to soften. And then you're going to add in some minced garlic to the skillet, and then a pound of ground turkey. And you're going to cook this until the turkey has browned up. And then you're going to add in 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 1 tablespoon of coconut aminos, 1 cup of bone broth, and 1 cup of chopped spinach. And you're going to go ahead and bring this to a boil and simmer it for about 15 minutes until the liquid has all absorbed. I will be combining this with those cauliflower mashed potato mixture and also some vegetables. And finally, I broke down 2 large packages of chicken breast into the meals that I will be using them for this week. So this will help me out. I can just take the chicken out of the freezer before I leave for work, and when I get home, it's all ready for me to cook up. So any links to any recipes that I am showing you in this meal prep video will be down in the description box. If I don't have a link to the recipe, then I will have the ingredients all listed out for you down there, so make sure you check that out. Also stay tuned for a lot of Whole30 content coming up on my channel. I plan on documenting my entire Whole30 journey, so you're going to see recipes, what I ate videos, meal preps, grocery hauls, and all that, so make sure you check all those out. And I will also be including Weight Watchers Freestyle Smart Points in all of my videos as well, because I do plan on still following that plan as well. So thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you have not already done so, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye guys!